Hi guys, this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm here with a whole bunch of those little collage pieces again with the cute little snippet clustery type pieces. Now I have to say some this time are actual clusters and some are like snippet clusters. So yeah, they're not all from a snippet roll, if you see what I mean. But you know, they're all going to work the same. So you know, it's not going to matter too much. And then I've got obviously my collage pieces here, which again, I've cut them round on the sewing machine. And I thought, let's just come along and make some more pretty pieces. So, just grabbing my glue in. Okay, yeah, it was there all along. So, yeah, needn't have worried. Right, so let's have a look and see what I've got. So, I've got some of these sort of yellowy blue ones, which are rather pretty, aren't they? And yeah, they've all got mixed up now, I'm afraid. So, oh. Obviously they started out at the sewing machine all neat and tidy, and then lo and behold, you know, 2 seconds later they're all completely mixed in. So yeah, let's just move them out of the way. Now I also was a bit adventurous with some of my collage pieces this time and mixed in some different papers, which, you know, that's kind of unusual for me. So I don't know how it's going to actually, you know, pan out, but hopefully it's going to look quite nice. But yeah, we'll see. So just cut my threads off. Okay. I mean, obviously these are hot off the sewing machine. There we go. And that one. And this one here. Like that. And this one. Oops. Okay, so my clusters, now I've got a sort of variety. So I've got these ones which I did as clusters, all those sort of bright coloured ones, and then I've got the ones that I did on the, you know, as a snippet roll, and they're sort of more muted. So I'm thinking the more muted ones for these ones I think will go better. So I've got a couple of shorter pieces and a couple of taller pieces. So I probably want these ones this way round and these ones, you know, landscape. Let me see if I can raise my camera slightly. Hopefully you can see a little bit better what I'm doing. Right. So yeah, I'm thinking kind of the more, well, I mean, they're not really neutral, but I guess they're slightly more neutral. They haven't got the pinks and things on them. I'm thinking are going to go better with this. Or with these pieces. So I mean, that to me just looks gorgeous on there. So let's just snip out. And again, all I did was obviously made the snippet roll, and then I took it to the sewing machine and cut the bits and pieces, you know, to the size, and added the lace when I was there. So it's quite thready, unfortunately. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess as it would be. So yeah, I like that on there. Now I just want to check. Actually, it might be better that way up, because then I just get a bit more of that sort of texty part in there as well, which is lovely. So yeah, that looks pretty, doesn't it? Okay, right. These have actually got some addition of pink, which I don't mind, but I don't think I probably want to put the pinks on there. So just keep them to one side. So when I said the pinks, obviously these have got some pink roses. I don't mind so much having the pink, you know, roses. It was the pink lace really that I was avoiding. So yeah, I might be able to incorporate these. We'll kind of just see how it goes. So I've got this man here. He's got some red roses, and I've just gone with this male theme because I was using my violin book, which, you know, predominantly is, you know, well, I say predominantly is men. Actually, now I'm trying to think whether it is just men. I think there are some females on there as well in those oval kind of pictures, but I think the majority are men. So this has got some of that pink lace, which, I mean, personally, I don't know as I would really want to use on there. So I probably, you know, sort of steer clear from the ones with the pink lace, I think, and go more with the, you know, slightly more neutral kind of ones. I'm not too sure that these actually go that brilliantly with these now. This one looks amazing on here. The rest, oh, I'm not too sure. I might have to now do a quick switch. and yeah, use different pieces. I mean, it doesn't matter ultimately, you know, which ones we use. It's not a big deal. So perhaps I will switch these round and not be boring using all the same ones, but yeah, we'll just switch them about. So that one looks a lot better on there, doesn't it? Okay, and right, let's just see. So let's pull in this man again. Let's see if we can find one that will go nicely with him. So obviously, because I've added those red roses and things, you know, I feel that, yeah, it doesn't necessarily go with those very blue-based ones. It's not too bad on there. I'm not sure it's quite right, but let's just have a look and see what other ones I've got. So it might be better on this one because this has got some blue and the sort of reddy colours. That one, no. Oh, I'm not so sure now. And this is why, you know, generally I don't sort of very often add extra colours because, you know, then when I come to use things, I just struggle a bit to use them, you know, because I then think, oh, that doesn't really go, you know. And so, yeah, now I'm obviously having that problem going on here. Well, he's not too bad on there, so let me just check. Yeah, I think I prefer him on there. Okay, and then this one, I don't mind him on that one, but he possibly would go better on another. So, yeah, I mean, I don't mind him on this one, actually. So perhaps we'll do those. Yeah, perhaps we'll do those. Right, now I've got some bits and pieces all just floating around on the desk, you can probably see here. So I might as well kind of just use what, you know, what is actually here floating about because, you know, it saves me pulling more things in. And to be honest, why not use the things that are actually floating around? Obviously, it being my desk, oh my goodness, I have got things everywhere. So I do not have a shortage of things to use. Right, I'm going to start with this one because this was my, you know, first one that I placed down, which just instantly, you know, I loved how that looked. It just, you know, yeah, really looks good on there, doesn't it? So I've just got this label piece, again, just was like floating around. So just ink this up because it's not obviously very grunged up at all. And, you know, this background and this actually, it's got quite a browny colour look to it. So I think probably I want to kind of, yeah, get a bit more of a grungy kind of thing going on there. So just going to glue this down. Just use my wet glue like that. And I think it looks quite cool just hanging out from that lace. Oh, can you see my disastrous sewing? Honestly, just you take your eye off the sewing machine for 2 seconds and that's the type of thing that happens. I mean, obviously the lesson there is don't be taking your eye off the sewing machine. Why would you be taking your eye off the sewing machine? But yeah, I obviously did, and that was the result. So yeah, you know, the key, do not take your eye off the sewing machine. Right, okay. Hot gluing this down because it's a bulky piece. So, you know, I don't want to have to keep pressing it down. I just want to know it's glued. And yeah, the hot glue just works amazingly well for that type of thing. Okay. Oh, I love how that looks so far. Really, really, really nice. Now, I've got some of that, what do you call it? Paper ruffle. This is that lovely ruffle from Mary Ann. I'm just wondering whether I could have a bit of this on there. It is quite big, which, I mean, I don't really mind. Yeah, let's just go for that, shall we? Okay. Oh, that looks lovely on there, doesn't it? So, yeah, just going to glue this down. I'll try and put it a bit higher so that, yeah, it's just elongating that piece then, which is cool, isn't it? Oh, love how that piece looks. So I might just ink around the edges. I mean, to be honest, I don't even know if it really needs it, but yeah, we'll just ink around a little bit. Quite liked the addition of that white doily there, just for a bit of contrast. You know, it looks quite pretty, doesn't it? So piece number 1, I love how that looks. Okay, right, let's go on to this one, because this was another one that actually I quite liked the look of this, you know, straight away. Let's have a look and see what we've got here. Oh, I bought in the purple because it had that purple flower, but I mean, actually, there's not really anything else purple on here, so I don't know whether that's a bit strange. That being said, that looks quite pretty up there, doesn't it? Let's just see if we could add a bit of, again, white doily. I mean, you know, this is just, woo, just laying around on my desk. But, you know, I thought, oh, well, it might go. To be honest, I think on this piece, it's making it look a bit cluttered, actually. Well, maybe it's all right there, actually. Yeah. There was something a little bit cluttered going on this, which, you know, I wasn't quite so keen on. But yeah, if you just kind of put it on the other way up, then it helps with that, I think. So again, just going to hot glue this down, you know, and then it goes straight over that lace, which is brilliant. Okie dokie, like that. Oh, how nice does that look? So what do we think to this? I mean, I know it is a bit strange because it's a man, which, you know, the man obviously with the kind of pretty colours is a little bit strange, but, you know, I quite like it. And yeah, I think it actually looks quite nice and works quite well. So yeah, let's go for that, shall we? Oops. So just pop that across the top here. Okie dokie. Like that. And then snip that out at the edge. Oops. Okay. Right, just going to tidy up here a little bit. Oh, that looks really pretty, doesn't it? I have got a book plate here that's sort of lilac as well that we could add. Oops. What do we think to that? Don't know whether we're getting too cluttered. Oh well. We just pop it down like that. And then again, just going to ink around the edges of there a little bit. Oh, I can't tell you how much I love making these. So, yeah, really, really fun to make. Okay, that's that one. Right, this one. Now, this one, obviously, I feel I'm going to struggle slightly more with because we've got, obviously, this blue and, yeah, there's not really kind of very much blue going on here. If any, in fact, I'm not sure that there's any. So, yeah, it might be the wrong piece altogether. But I wonder whether we could add some other blue bits in the background that would sort of bring it together. I'm just having a look around the desk, seeing whether I've got some other blue things. Oh, come on, blue things. Can't see anything that's the right colour blue is the problem. I mean, I've got this. It's not the right colour blue because that's turquoisey colour. Right, let me have a look in my labels. Honestly, I mean, my desk is such a mess. I've just got such a huge pile of stuff that I can pull from. But chances are, probably still not quite the right thing. Well, unless we go for something like this. I don't know whether this is going to work or not, but let's just see. So just snip this one down. Okie dokie. So I hope everyone's having a nice day, doing some nice crafting. Wonder what you guys are working on. how do you find collage and things? Do you like doing collage? Is collage a bit of a kind of, you know, new thing for you? I mean, definitely, yeah, I had never done collage until a couple of years ago. And, you know, I'm not saying that I'm an expert now, no way. But, you know, it definitely is something that takes a little bit of practice, I think. And, yeah, like I say, I mean, I'm not in any way trying to claim that you know, that I've grasped it or anything else, because I think always constantly learning. But, you know, hopefully, I mean, I've improved to kind of how I was at first. But, I mean, it's one of those things that I think you've got to find your way of doing it. And then just suddenly you'll think, oh, you know, that way works for me. Now, I really like this piece actually up here. It's just adding a sort of nice shaped edge. So I think just glue that at the top. Like that. I mean, it's a bit like a tab then, but yeah, just adds that kind of extra element on there. So yeah, I think that looks pretty. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? Yeah, I love how that looks down the side. Just check that I don't prefer it the other way around. I mean, for me, this looks a little bit like drapes. I don't know whether I'm alone in thinking that, but yeah, it's got a bit of a look of kind of drapes going on. So yeah, it looks really pretty. Let's just pop that down like that. Okay. Snip that off. And then I'm just going to snip this down a bit because I actually, you know, did it overhanging slightly deliberately so that I could cut it slightly narrower, because I thought perhaps it was just, you know, a little bit on the big side. So yeah, hopefully that's a bit better now. Oh yeah, looks pretty. Okay. Right. Lots of glue on there. Okay, that down. That must have like two layers, so just put a bit of glue there. Oh, that looks so lovely, doesn't it? Totally went a different direction to, you know, well, I didn't really have a direction in mind, I'll be honest, but yeah, I didn't quite know how I was going to tie that in. But this little piece here just ties these two colours in, and it just, you know, it makes the whole thing kind of work, I think. So yeah, really, really like how that looks. I still wouldn't mind having something in this tealy colour on here. I'm hunting around, seeing whether I've got anything laying about that's in that sort of colour. What have I got here? Just having a look in that little bag that I take to my mum's house, seeing if I've got anything in there. No, haven't really. I mean, I've got a tiny bit of sari silk. Just a weeny little sort of scrap. Which we could add, you know, maybe something like that somewhere. Maybe that kind of ties in the blue. Yeah, perhaps I'll just put a little bit down here. Do I put it here or do I put it here? Is the question. Maybe up there. I know that sounds a bit weird, but... So, yeah, just want to kind of get a little bit going on there. Just ruffle it a bit. Like that. Whoops. Oh, come on, straighten out, straighten out, straighten out. Oh, my goodness. Okay, last little bit. Like that. Okay, just cut that down. Oh, I love how that looks. I mean, I know that's kind of like placed just in the middle of nowhere, but it just brings that teal colour in. It kind of, yeah, brings in a bit more of a masculine feel with the blue, and yeah, it just adds something really pretty to there, doesn't it? So yeah, I love how that looks. Okay, last one for these. So this one here, again, just snip this thread off. Okay. So yeah, we've got this man here. So we have got some teal going on here. So, you know, I'm not feeling quite so that it doesn't tie in. I have to say, I loved that label at the top so much that I'm going to perhaps try that again on this one. So yeah, let's do this here. Okie dokie. Okay. Right. Let's just have a look. Yeah, I just really like that look of that thingamabob. Don't really know what to describe it as. Can you tell? The label. The label. Yeah, looks kind of really nice, doesn't it? Now I've just got some of this crochet lace. I love the crochet lace, and yeah, I know I've said this lots of times before, but with any sort of crochet lace really, I like to just, you know, be able to kind of tear into it, and yeah, it then just gets this awesome appearance of this sort of threaded type look, which I just love. So that's that one. Okay. Wondering whether I might have this on the side of this one. Or maybe just even on it in the normal conventional way. Or we could even have it at the bottom. Ooh, quite liking it at the bottom. Yeah, what do we think? It's quite nice, isn't it? Right, I've also got my white doily, so I'm just going to see how a little bit of this would look. Okie dokie. So just put some white doily down there. And then this piece, just before I glue that down, just want to check, because I'm thinking maybe something else black would be quite nice on here. So yeah, maybe a bit of black lace coming out underneath that label. Now this might look shockingly terrible, but I think it's worth a try, because I think that crochet lace was perhaps a little bit too big for this. So yeah, let's just see. Oh, does that just run into the black lace on there? Not too bad. Right, let me glue this down, because then that's one less thing that's moving around. I know I say it all the time, but honestly, it's so helpful once you get one thing glued. It, you know, it just helps you kind of like then from there to sort of move on. So yeah, get that piece glued there, and then here, whoops, just check. Oh, now I like it at the top. So yeah, I've gone full circle. So yeah, I'm liking it back at the top actually. Okay, right. Just again, oh gosh, now I need another glue stick. It's going to be one of them days, I'm so sorry. Right, you'll be pleased to know that we're nearly finished with the video. So yeah, it's going to be one of those days, but hopefully you'll be spared suffering with me. Although, having said that, I'll probably do another video yet. So yeah, it probably will continue, but just in another video now. Right, pop that one down there. Oh, just that addition of that black lace just sort of was changed the whole appearance of that, didn't it? So I quite like that. Now I've also got another label which I'm wondering whether, and this might just be really too much and complete overkill, but I'm just wondering whether we could have this one down the bottom. So overhanging, just like that top one, but it would be at the bottom instead. So yeah, let's have a look and see. Okie dokie. What do we think to that? I quite like it actually. It's yeah, it's a different kind of thing, isn't it, to have something like that top and bottom. But I quite like it. Let's hope I've got it roughly in line with that other one. Otherwise that's just going to look really rubbish, isn't it? Just going to ink this one up because I'm not sure it's quite sort of similar colours. There we go. Oh, I love how that looks. That's so nice. Yeah, really, really like it. So let's have a look and see the 3 that we did. Oh, I've just got some words here. Just wondering whether I could have a little word. Just really because, yeah, they were floating around and I thought, oh, perhaps we could have a word somewhere. Oops. Oh, I can't tell you. I mean, these have been floating around on my desk for years, but yeah, every now and then they just make an appearance. Oh, I'm not sure about that. Maybe a bit weird. Well, I guess we could have it there. I'm not sure it's really bringing a lot to the table, it's got to be said. But, yeah, perhaps it's better off without it, I don't know. Oh, well, let's put it on there. I mean, I've cut it now, so, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Just pop it on there. And then I'm just going to ink this one around the edges. I don't think I inked them all. I think maybe I only inked one, but yeah, this is just one that looks like it needs a bit of inking. So yeah, okay. Right, let's pull them in and see the ones that we have done then. So we've done these 2 with the shaped top, you know, tops, and obviously in this case the shaped top and bottom. Love how those look. And then we've got these 2 here with obviously a ruffle on the tops of each of one. Oh, I can't speak. I'm so sorry. On the tops of each one of them. So, yeah, they're really lovely, aren't they? So, yeah, I'm not quite sure which one is my favourite one. I mean, when I started out, it was going to be this one because I just loved how that looked on there. But to be honest, I quite like them all now. So, yeah, I'm struggling with which would be my favourite. But yeah, I hope that you like them, and you know, maybe it's given you some inspiration and things to do with your collage pieces. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully see you guys tomorrow. Thanks then. Bye.